play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
Whoa!
It still won't go down. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Gano for the extra point.
Delay of game, offense. A penalty is declined.
Gano now to add the extra point. Anderson. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, Parker, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Gano out to kick this one away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. Bulldozes past him. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, CD peeking around the league for a second, looking at quarterbacks. Dolphins, they've already lost Tannehill. A couple other teams are worried that they might not have their horse for the starting game, and that would be Cam Newton. And you got Andrew Luck in Indianapolis as well.
Yeah, not to mention Joe Flacco in Baltimore,
yeah.
Right? I mean, Cam and Andrew share one thing, shoulder surgery. So they're wondering, will they be ready to go on the season opener? And then you flip it over to Joe Flacco, who came to camp, appeared to be ready to go, got injured in a weightlifting situation, and now they're hoping that he's ready for the season opener.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Charles, I want to go back to something you said earlier in the broadcast as the Panthers come back out. You talked about Cam Newton having a guy like Christian McCaffrey to take some pressure off of him. Expand on that. What did you mean?
They don't want him to stay in the pocket and take as many hits as he has in the past, so they want the ball out of his hands quicker. And Christian McCaffrey gives him that opportunity. He can hand it to him, throw it to him from the slot, swing out of the backfield. He does all of those things. Jonathan Stewart is the incumbent #1 running back, but Christian McCaffrey will get plenty of touches in 2017.
Cameron Wake, one of 3 NFL players in the last decade to have 10 or more sacks at the age of 34 plus. The other 2, Julius Peppers, John Abraham.
He makes game-changing plays as well. 9 forced fumbles in the last 2 seasons.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 2 on the run. They need a lot more than that coming up here on 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find. Get upfield. .
1
A reminder that when time rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Third down, here's McCaffrey. They find some open field here. Bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Andy Lee, 3-time All-Pro, on to punt as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll try and throw for it here. Jones has it over the middle. 22 yards on the pickup there. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them. And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Anderson now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's got it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT. Yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here? I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little. It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen. Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far. And not great starting field position here for the offense. From the end zone, Tannehill. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up. How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under. Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. This is taken at the 18. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, it's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now a play fake here on first down. Fights him off. Great protection. Trying to improvise. Able to get away. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He has not been on his A game, but his team has really picked him up. I think he probably now in second quarter he's thinking, all right, time for me to get going.
And he also has to keep in mind that, he has contributed. You're exactly right. Not totally on his A game, but guess what?
He's got the touchdown
He's got
pass.
a touchdown pass. Yes, he tempered it with an interception. But he has contributed, and he just can't get down and worry about his own stats. The team's winning. That's cause for celebration, even though there's a ways to go.
But now he'll be looking to contribute a little bit more.
47 the mic, boys, 47. Check, 47. Yo.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. The swing pass caught. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards.
Looked like the defense